Okay, are we recording? Hello and welcome to day 12 of that trip to Japan that we did. Today we are visiting Bunny Island, where I have a special surprise for Maia, before heading to Hiroshima for some Okonomiyaki and celebratory karaoke. So the actual name for Bunny Island is Okunomisha, and while today it is a tourist attraction due to its free roaming rabbits, it also has a dark history. From 1929 until the end of World War II, the island was used to secretly produce chemical weapons in violation of the 1925 Geneva Protocol. Some of the factory ruins are still there today, as well as fortifications from the early 1900s, and in 1988 the Poison Gas Museum was opened. As interesting as that is though, that's not why we're here. We're here for these little cuties. You don't look very happy. Okunomisha is home to hundreds of wild-ish rabbits. I couldn't find a reason that they're there. One theory is that they are descendants of some rabbits who were released by school children in the 70s, but that seems to be a myth. Either way though, they are there, and with few natural predators on the island, they have multiplied like, well, you know. To get there, we catch the train from Mihara to Tadanumi, which takes around 20 minutes. Then we catch the ferry to the island, which takes another 15 minutes. The port has a shop selling souvenirs and, more importantly, rabbit food. It also, for whatever reason, is playing terrible country music. Is that a tautology? When we get to the island, we have a choice to either take the path left or right. From videos of Okunomisha, I had seen that there was a large park where it looked like there were lots of rabbits, and I wanted to get there as quickly as possible because rabbits are mostly active in the mornings, and I had my secret plan. The open area I had seen was around a 15-minute walk to the left, so naturally we turned right and ended up walking all the way around the island. As we trekked along, rabbits would dart out of the trees to say hello and get fed. They were all very docile and would come right up to you and eat out of your hands. The views were also amazing since the island is again on the Seto Inland Sea, which we had been cycling over the previous day. I even spotted Tatara Bridge from the ferry, which was the final bridge we reached. Eventually we get to the open park after seeing some ruins and having to drag Maia away from the many rabbits under the ruse that I wanted to get a nice picture together. While there were many bunnies though, they weren't quite in the density that I had imagined. To set the scene, we attempted to lure a group of rabbits over to us, but we only managed to get around 3. Mark and Jim take over filming and picture duties, and under the guise of posing for a picture, I propose. In hindsight, I probably should have done it on the coast or by the beach or something, considering how pretty the scenery was, but still, the weather was great, we had some bunny witnesses, and most importantly, I got the answer I wanted. Afterwards, we hang around with the rabbits some more, and then we do what any recently engaged couple does: visit a poison gas museum. The museum is very small, it's only a couple of rooms, and we aren't allowed to take pictures or film. Although someone did sneak this picture of a horse coat. It's not really geared towards English speakers. We only went because it was there. It's definitely not worth a special trip. A ferry and a train later, and we're back in Mihara, ready to catch the Shinkansen to Hiroshima. The bullet train only takes around half an hour, and once we've dropped off our luggage, we head out to Okonomimura. Another recommendation straight from the Abroad in Japan YouTube channel. Okonomimura is a food hall with dozens of stalls all serving Hiroshima-style okonomiyaki, savoury pancakes with customisable fillings cooked on a grill right in front of you. We had given up using the vegetarian cards by this point, as a lot of restaurants didn't seem to want to engage with us after reading it. The menu had lots of options here though, with quite a few that already didn't have meat. Or so we thought anyway. It turns out that at this stall, every pancake includes bacon. Fortunately, because they cook it right in front of us, we did see them put the bacon on and just asked them to remove it. Unfortunately though, in hindsight, the okonomiyaki had quite a fishy flavour, even though I had no seafood in mine, and I think they put bonito dried fish flakes on all of them. Meat is hard to avoid in Japan, fish is even harder. Anyway, other than that, it was an enjoyable experience. I don't really like seafood that much, so I didn't love it, but it was certainly very filling, and it's just a cool place to get some food. In the evening, we head out for a couple of celebratory drinks, then karaoke. Finding a bar was interesting. On the main shopping streets, most of the businesses at ground level seemed to be restaurants, but on the sides of buildings there were signs advertising businesses on the upper floors. We spot one that looks like a bar and head up 2 or 3 floors in a concrete staircase, ending up at an industrial looking door with the sound of music coming through it. There's no windows. As I mentioned in day 2, you really don't know what you're going to get until you open the door. After a moment of hesitation, we're still not even sure this is a bar at this point, Jim plucks up the courage to walk in and we are greeted with a small bar decorated with music and baseball paraphernalia. This is easily one of my favourite things about Japan, these small bars and restaurants that are clearly run by just 1 or 2 people. Once our vocal cords are sufficiently lubricated, we leave the bar behind for our final karaoke session of the trip. Right, and that's all I have to say about day 12. Enjoy!
together, yeah, let's see what we can uncover. One